Thank you, parrots. Okay, so where did we leave off? Yud Aleph, right? Siman Hey Yud Aleph. We're good?
We're great.
We're on good days, actually.
Awesome.
So chipper.
Okay. People who are not on this year are maybe not good. We're all good.
Oh, Simon, we were looking for something in the Shomer Tzolach the other day. I don't remember what it was.
Of course, it's the one time I don't show up to it.
Yeah. Okay, so Yud Aleph. Yeah, Siman Hey Yud Aleph.
Where'd you leave off? Where did you leave off? Where did you leave off?
Siman Hey Sif Yud Aleph. Okay, so Yotzim Mimenu Reach Milamata also. So if there's a smell comes out of his bottom, right? So he passes gas, wind, whatever lashon you want to call it, right? So then it's asur b'davar sheb'kedusha ad sheyichla hareach. You're not allowed to do anything that has kedusha with it until the smell goes away. Right? What happens if you spray air freshener?
Then the spray's not. Then the smell's not there.
Then the smell's not there, like we said last week. So then it would be okay.
That's not what either.
What do you mean? Spray?
No, it's the middle reach milamata. That's talking about aerosol.
No.
If you spray a spray to get rid of that, yes. Yeah, I mean, I know it's Purim that you can have an aerosol spray that smells like Reach Milamata, right? But what happens if you take a spray that's a Reach Milamata?
Far back.
Right? L'chara, that would be a problem, I would think. Or a stink bomb, right? A stink bomb. L'chara, right? So you can't do it until Achi Yichla Reach. Now, does this mean verbalizing or does this mean thinking, even thinking and learning?
Verbalizing.
Right? Pashtus is verbalizing. So in the bottom here, he brings in the Buchacha, he brings that it's better to be machma, not to think and learning either. As long as it's a smell. Right? Right?
And when we just have a switch, we turn it on and off when we start thinking about diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're thinking about something, all of a sudden now, let's think about a birthday party. Like,
right.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a problem because most of the time I'm not thinking about it.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But yeah. So I don't know. You should try. Okay, he's saying it's nothing lahachmer. So if there's worse things, right? Bottom line is there's worse things if you think and learning if it smells. But then he brings in the next thing here from the I don't know who these svarim are. But while you're passing gas, then you should not be thinking and learning.
But that goes back to what we said before. Most people are like used to their own,
True, but I'm saying, but when that's what he says. I don't know. I never heard that before. Till I saw it in this sefer here. I never heard that before. Right? And
what sefer are you looking at? Are you getting all these like different swarms and stuff?
Oh, that's the Kitzur Piskei Chuvas. Piskei Chuvas on he just came out with it on Kitzur Shulchan Aruch.
Oh, I can't win here,
No, it's very good, Simon, because I look at the Charmet Yonam Halacha before. So you got to keep your eye on what he says, please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm
serious. Okay, so that's that. And if the friend is the one that created the smell, so then you have to wait. You also have to wait. It's not just from
he is not a friend anymore.
That could be.
Yeah, wait, it's a dog.
It's a neighbor.
Allah if it's a dog, then it's also a problem. Right? Why not? It's any smell.
The tachlis is going to be the source, they make the source, right?
Yeah. But then he says but the next line, what he says, Rakim hu Isaac belima Torah, ain't it tzarich lahamtin b'shul reach sheyotza mechavera. If it's you don't have to wait. If you're learning and a smell comes out from your friend, or you just smell a smell, then he's saying you could continue learning. It's only if you smell a smell that comes from yourself, then you can't continue learning. Okay. Fine. Besa kise. So a bathroom. Even if the bathroom has walls and there's no tsoya in it, there's no excrement in it, you have to stay away from the bathroom if you're learning or if you're davening. Yeah. So therefore, if you have a bench that's made with a hole in it, what? It's different because it was a toilet and there's no shower. Right? A commode is, but no, it has to have a use other than toilets. If it's a toilet, so then of course no chiddush. No, that's what it is. It's like a hollow chair. Meaning it's a chair.
Nobody's sitting on it for that. They're only sitting on it for that one reason.
That could be, but Lamaisa, it itself is not a toilet. It's a bench that's hollow, and then under it you put. He calls it a bench, but it's a chair that's hollow, and under it you put a receptacle, a basket or something, and then the correct, right, like a portable chair.
Anything like this used nowadays?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, a commode.
Yeah, but
they have that for people who could not sit down on a regular toilet. They put this like sort of structure on top of the conventional toilet, and they're able to sit down.
That's not what it's talking about. I don't think it's talking about that. I think what is a commode? A commode is what? A commode
is a portable toilet. If the bucket is underneath it, it catches everything. And that's for people that can't make it to the bathroom. No, but if they can, you can put the commode on top of the toilet by removing the bucket.
I'm saying, but the bucket and the commode are two different.
Yes, it comes off.
Right. So, because if it's a bucket connected to the commode, so of course you can't make any. That's a bathroom. Even though it's portable, that is a bathroom. We're talking about where it's just a seat.
Is there any other purpose for that top part of the seat?
No.
Some people use it as a shower chair.
Is there any other purpose? Probably not, but I don't think it makes a difference because the bottom line is it's not a toilet. It's the bucket that's under. You're muted, Rabban. It's the bucket that's under it is the toilet.
You could use it for whatever you want if you don't. I got one when I came out of the hospital years ago, and I have it in the basement. What's the?
No, I'm saying, right? And
you have it in the basement and you use it.
I sit in front. If I sit in front of the washing machine, I take the laundry out of the washer. Yeah, what's the big deal?
I know. I'm just curious. I'm curious if there's another use. Like people use it when they're not using it.
No, but it's not. See, the chair. I don't think it makes a difference if there's a use or not a use. The main point is that the toilet part of it is the bucket, not the chair.
Yeah. Right.
So Mamela, the chair itself. Well, let's see what he says. They put under it a bucket. Even if they take away the graph, the bucket that the waste goes into, and you cover over the hole in this chair, it still has a din beisakisas. You got to take it out of the house. Meaning, when he means house, he means the room that you want to learn in. Or to cover it. So Rabban, so if you're sitting on this with a sefer when you're doing the laundry.
Yeah, but it has a cover just like a toilet. So you don't sit in the hole, you put the cover down.
Right, but is that considered a toilet? Is that considered a toilet anyways? And it's as if you're learning in the bathroom. If you put the toilet cover down, can you learn in the bathroom?
But it doesn't have the bottom receptacle either.
Correct. So that's, you would think that it should be okay, but it seems like the kids are saying that it's not okay.
Even if it hasn't been used in 20 years?
Different. That's a different question. I was going to say. Right? What happens to
it's his washing machine chair now for the last 20 years.
No, it's an excellent question. If you go into the bathroom, let's say a new construction house, right? And nobody ever used the bathroom, but right now it's meyuchid for a bathroom. Can you make a bracha in there? Can you learn in there? So we haven't gotten to that yet, but the Pasha says you're not allowed to because you're meyachid it. That has to do with today we were learning this morning in Gemara Shabbos, whether you have to do a Maisa or not. Do you need to do a Maisa going to the bathroom in order to create the bathroom or not? Right? Pasha says you don't have to. So if that's the case, then
wouldn't sitting on a commode though, at least, wouldn't sitting on a commode like Rabban does when he's doing the laundry, doesn't have the same din. I don't know if it's a din or if it's a minhag. But like usually use it when you're unhealthy. Wouldn't it have the same din as like sitting in a wheelchair?
Okay, so what's wrong with sitting in a wheelchair?
I thought you're not allowed to sit in a wheelchair.
Are you talking about Al-Tayin Hara and all that?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what they say. That's what they say.
What?
So I could have had fun for years.
Yes. Especially if you're not an Ayin Hara person. If you're not an Ayin Hara person, for sure, you missed out.
Well, yeah, she missed out of years in a wheelchair.
Crutches and this and that.
I mean, what would Gabriel Biggio say? Like.
Okay, the Spartan. No, this is not a question to ask Spartan. What?
You use these things that you don't need.
I know, but it's still an Ayin Hara thing. It's not a.
Okay, but the mission is enough.
Okay, but there's a lot of stuff in the Gemara that talks about Ayin Hara. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that. Anyways, I told you this. Did I tell you this, Shiloh, that a lady asked talk about? See, she says she's taking an 8-hour test in school, so she wants to know if she can wear an adult diaper so that she doesn't waste time to go to the bathroom. I said it. Didn't we say this? Did we say it?
Yeah.
I don't know which year we said it over.
What?
No. So I said to her, I said,
I like it. Waste time. Very good.
Waste time. Very good, Avi. Very good, right? So I told her, I said, I can't say it's usher, but your priorities are messed up. That was my answer. So I didn't, but then she explained to me, I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about Ayin Hara. If I use an adult diaper, is that an Ayin Hara that I chas v'shalom, something's going to go wrong? I said, that's your issue. That's what you worry about.
Tell her your stance on Ayin Haras.
Yeah, that's the least of her problems.
Yes, but whatever. Anyway, so yes, Ayin Hara. That was yesterday's daf, right? People get more scared of Ayin Hara and Tumah than they do of Chiyuv Karas. Okay, but not that it's a Chiyuv Karas to go to the bathroom in a diaper, but whatever it is. Okay, let's finish this, and then we have to go to how is this negaya to our bathrooms? And who kisei hamayuchid liyeshiva. But if it's a kisei that's meant for sitting, and it's hidden with a pillow to sit on it, sometimes you remove the pillow and then you use it as a bathroom, and then you put the pillow back, then you could be makel. Oh, so now does that mean that your toilet seat? I mean the seat with this commode that you cover.
Yeah, the seat cover. The seat cover.
So now he's using it as you're using it only as a chair. You're not using it as a bathroom ever, and nor should you, Be'ez Hashem, ever have to, right? But you're using it as a chair. So now he seems to be saying that it's not a problem because it's a chair that sometimes you remove the cover, you use it as a bathroom, but the ikar, it's a chair, not a bathroom, right? Again, the main point is that if it has a din bathroom, then regardless of smell or not, you're not allowed to learn there, and you're not allowed to daven there.
Source to the universe, right? Source to the universe.
Yeah. Now, what about our bathrooms?
That's in clean.
Yes, our bathrooms are clean,
nice.
right?
It's a place where it's.
So what's the point? It's a kasha.
So there are makilim. There are in the Gemara and Brachos. There are makilim that it doesn't have a din of a bathroom.
Our bathrooms are not completely clean. I mean, if you ever see a bathroom before the clean lady gets to it, it needs a little help.
Well, there's indoor plumbing. There's no smell of the water and all that.
So that's the thing. I don't know. So the Ma'aser the Paiskim on Machmer that you cannot learn in the bathroom. We're not talking about learning when you're using the bathroom. That's obviously not allowed. We're talking about if you stop hanging out in the bathroom, can you think in learning? Brushing your teeth in the bathroom. Can you think in learning while you're brushing your teeth?
So what are these bathrooms? There's one section for the sink and this section for the commode. You close the commode and run by the sink.
Oh. What do you mean? If you have a doorway like an Eretz Yisrael? Right? What about Eretz Yisrael?
If you're really rich, you have like a place for your sink.
Yeah. Oh, the washroom? Yeah, the washroom like in the yeshivas that are outside the bathroom, that's for sure you can think. And the door's closed. So. Yeah. Even if the door's not closed.
And there's no smell.
Oh, so that's the next point. So you're not supposed to be next to the bathroom. So the place come on machmer with our bathrooms that you can't learn in our bathrooms. But where their makel is really you're supposed to stay away from the wall of the bathroom too. Right? But the place can say that our walls are so thick and made out of so many layers, therefore you don't have to be worried about staying dalet amos away from the bathroom. So if you have a bathroom that opens up into the room that you're davening in, and it's less than dalet amos, then it's then it's fine, right? You don't need to put up another wall in front of it. But the door should be closed. That the place can do say the door should be closed.
Even if you're more than 4 amas?
If you're more than 4 amas, I don't see why you need that.
And this counts for a urinal as well as
yes, yeah. I mean, is a urinal different? Is a urinal different?
Usually, actually, bathrooms usually smell more than the
right. So I think it's no, I think it's as far as I know, it's not different. As far as I know, it's not different.
I would do that.
Yeah, fine. Now Yud Gimel Graf Shorei, right? That's not only Negeya to Shabbos, right? It's Negeya to right. It's a Graf Shorei. It's a bucket. What's the name? There's a name for it.
Bedpan.
Like a bedpan, right?
Chamber bucket.
Chamber pot.
Chamber
That's
pan.
it. Chamber pot. It's a bedpan nowadays, but it's called a chamber pot. You see, so it's an Ovid Shomei Raglayim. That would be a urinal or a portable urinal. Imhem shel cheres or shel eitz. If they're made out of earthenware or wood, dinam kebesakise. Then they have the same din as a besakise. Even if you cleaned out the chamber pot and there's no reach ra, even if you put water into it, or you turn them face down, loy mahani, it doesn't help, right? That's not going to help because it has a din of a bathroom. Even if you put it under the bed, it doesn't help. The mita shalano einan chatzitzas, because our beds are not a chatzitza. You have to take it out of the house, or you have to cover it up if you're going to want to learn there.
So what are these people who are they're unfortunately in the hospital, they have bedpan, but they want to make like a bracha after
a bedpan or what do you call it? What's the thing they call it? The catheter.
No, catheter is different because it's, I don't know, maybe it's
catheter is it's sitting on the side of the bed. So the place can say with the catheter, Simon, he brings this in the Shomer Tzionah on the bottom. That I saw today. That he said that's okay. That's okay.
Even though it smells.
No, if it smells, then you got a problem. So assuming it doesn't smell. Right. No, but if it smells, what? Yeah, that's so. If it smells,
if your bag's open, then you got a problem. If it's open, yeah, close it up.
Right, but if it smells, it's not. But assuming it doesn't smell, if it doesn't smell, so I don't understand it clearly. Because why is there not a graf shorei sitting in the room? Because it's closed.
It's closed. It's a closed system. The catheter goes up the aver, and then it empties out through the catheter into a bag.
Into the bucket, right? But he brings it there, Simon, on the bottom. Does he say why? I'm pretty sure he brings it.
It says mutter likros krishma leis palo. The even soya. Who is there? Hold on. It's kind of rubbed out here. One sec. I can't. I'm having trouble making it.
All right. If you see, if you come across it, then let us know, please. So, anyways,
so is this only for mamas, or if you make a bracha too, right?
Anything, of course.
Well, hospital means you can't. You're eating. You can't make a bracha because there's like got a guy next to you. Your room has an odor next to him.
If there's a smell, then it's a problem. But this is what talking about where there's no smell. This is talking about it doesn't smell.
Okay.
But we're saying that the catheter, the bag, or whatever, the box that it goes into, that's fine, right? And putting it under the bed. So it really depends. So the Kitzur says the bed is not a mechitza, it's not a chatzitza. But if the bed goes down to within 3 tefachim of the ground, so that it's lavud, then if you would stick this bedpan under the bed, then you would be able to make brachas, right? So so that's that. Okay, so let's see. So if it's made out of, that was if it's made out of earthenware and wood, because that retains its smell more. But if it's made out of glass or metal, if they're washed very well and there's no smell, then you don't have to go away from them. Okay, so what about plastic? What about plastic?
It depends what type of plastic. Some good.
I would assume that most plastics, if you wash them down, don't smell. That's what I would assume, right? So I would assume that plastic, it gets into, do you have to toivel plastic for tefillas kelim, right? Why do you have to toivel glass for tefillas kelim? It's not one of the, how many metals are there? 9?
Since when do you have to tovel plastic?
No, I'm asking. Why don't you have to tovel plastic? It's a confusing question. No, they aren't. Rav Pam held you have to tovel plastic. Rav Pam, I think the Minchas Yitzchak held you have to tovel plastic. When you think about it,
because plastic is not like metal.
No, but why do you have to tovel glass? Glass is the Rabbanon. Metal is the Raisa. Glass is the Rabbanon. Why?
Because glass has some sort of chur like metal that it melts down and you can reform it.
Right. So plastic, the same thing. Right? That's what they taina. They say plastic, right, okay, the same thing. Then somebody told me, no, you can't. If you melt down plastic, you cannot form. Maybe you can get a different type of plastic out of it, but you can't form the original. I mean, if you melt down this bottle right here, you're not gonna be able to reform that bottle.
Why not?
I don't know. You ever put a bottle into the plastic into a fire? It shrivels up and again, I don't know. Maybe you need. I don't know.
Take the components, you can make that bottle out of that component. Right?
Maybe. Okay. So then you got a type of plastic. Saying, what's the reason not to type of plastic? It's a good taina why you shouldn't have. That you should type of plastic. I don't have it clear why not. You can break down glass, so you can break down plastic. Whatever it is, I don't know if that has the same requirements here. Here, it's about smell.
I feel like you said before, you're not going to get it to the same structure.
Why not?
Because if you melt it down,
that's made out of a mold, right?
If you melt it down, you lose part of the plastic. You're not going to get the. Trust me, I played with fire for a very long time.
Don't you play with fire? You never melted anything and put it into a mold to make it up again.
Okay, but whatever it is, so plastic. I think he doesn't say anything here on the bottom, but plastic I would say is okay. It's got to be clean. Now this is very negaya. Most people's garbage cans in their houses are made out of plastic, I think, or metal. So if it doesn't smell, you're allowed to daven when there's a garbage can in the room. If it smells, then you're not allowed to. Right? I was just reading about Rabbi Yitzchak Shiner, who was just nifter last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And he used to talk and learning in the streets on the way home in Yerushalayim from Shul or Yeshiva. When he passed the garbage can, he stopped talking until he passed. Now, it could be Yerushalayim of garbage is different than regular. But assuming it doesn't smell, then your garbage can, you're fine. So I have this shiloh when I daven. Sometimes I daven downstairs in Shiprakli, and they have a ma'ariv, and the Nets minion is in the dining room. So there's these garbage cans all over the place. They're 90-something% full of paper towels, right? So what should be the problem? Not davening next to, and then I get nervous because I think, oh, I'm right next to a garbage can, so I shouldn't daven. But Lamaisa, it doesn't smell, and it's full of paper towels. So what should be the problem?
Can't find another makom?
There's a lot of garbage cans down there. And I'm trying to social distance from the social distancers. So,
so why is it there? You're saying we can't daven with a commode, even though it had been used in 25 years, because it looks like a commode and it's not supposed to be daven. But I'm saying, if I'm standing next to the garbage can that's been emptier, yes, I can daven.
Yes, because if it doesn't smell, yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, but you say it still looks like you're davening next to something which is bizarre.
So it looks like it. So that's okay. Maybe I hear. Okay. So, but the bottom line is just to
so if you say what the fellas are saying and it was never used, so Lawrence Supply they can't daven in the place because it has 200 garbage cans in the place.
Right. So l'chara that you were not if it doesn't smell and it's plastic. I mean, what happens if they're made out of wood garbage cans or earthenware? That we say, yeah, maybe. But I think it was never used. So mamela, that's going to be okay. I think a bathroom, if it wasn't used, is worse than a garbage bag because the garbage can's totally if whether it smells. But the sikha masugi is like this: if it's meant for a bathroom, then it's a problem regardless of whether it smells, right? If it's not meant for a bathroom, then if it's earthenware or wood, it's a problem. If it's Kitzur says metal or glass.
Franks.
Right. Yeah.
Franks. He has garbage. He has toilets in the place.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how that. I don't know. Taka. I wonder if you ever asked the Shiloh. Gotta ask him. We ever asked the Shiloh if he can learn, and you probably can't learn with all those crazy going over there, anyways.
Frank, the toilets are not Istanbul. The toilets are not Istanbul. There's a tank in the bowl.
There's still a basin, whatever. It's still
in a box. They're all in a box. They don't sit outside.
You mean because they're covered? You mean they don't ever have them outside of the cover? Okay,
right.
I hear that. Okay, pi chazir. This is really not negeya. Pi chazir. Kivin shadaka lenakar b'tzoya. So the mouth of a chazir, since it's always poking its nose in excrement, dina kegraf shorei. Bafilo oilumin anahar. Eina rafitza me'elasloy. Even if you see the pig come out of the river, you're not allowed to daven next to the pig. Now, I don't know exactly who is davening next to a pig.
What about a dog? A dog sniffs the backside of another dog.
Just says pi chazir. It doesn't say dog.
But people have pet pigs. They have like pot-bellied pig.
You're not allowed to have a pet. Halacha is you're not allowed to have a pet pig. You're not allowed to have a pet pig. So I don't know when it's negay exactly.
I'd be more worried about chickens.
No, and Hanami, this is assuming that it doesn't smell.
No, but chickens also pick through soya and all that type of stuff on top of just being really filthy.
So then if that's the case, then maybe chickens. If that's the case, then maybe chickens.
Because they look for grubs and things like that, like fly larvae and things.
Yeah. Okay, so then this next one is more negaya because you get fruma guys that actually ask this next shaila that the kids was talking about. The Beis HaMerchatz, what about in a bathhouse? Gam kein also ledaber, it's also to speak. Oy leharer b'shum davar shebekdusha, or to think in any davar shebekdusha. So you're not allowed to think in learning or talk in learning in a Beis HaMerchatz. It's both. It's both because it smells and people are undressed.
You're talking about a mikveh then, basically, right?
Yes, a mikveh for sure. Sure. Okay. But also lahaska shemas amiyuchadin lakadosh baruch hu. You're not allowed to say any of the names that are specific to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Afilu b'lashon chol, even in a foreign language. You're going gut, b'lashon Ashkenaz, right? Saying the word God. Baiga, b'lashon Poland, Borussia, bebeis hamerchatz, abba mavois hamatu nafas, or in a beis hamerchatz, or in mavois that are dirty.
What's that? Baiga?
I don't know what baiga is. You're not allowed to say shalom to your friend. You can say hi. What it means shalom is to say the word shalom. Shalom, the name shalom is one of Hashem's names. Shenemar v'yikru loy Hashem shalom. And some say that if you have a friend whose name is Shalom, you can't call him by the name Shalom. Right? V'yesh matirin. You're not discussing Shalom, the name of Hashem, and that's the guy's name. That's just mentioning his name. The meaning is to be makel. If you have a friend Shalom, you can call his name in a bathhouse. For Yera Shemayim, but a Yera Shemayim should be machmer not to say the name Shalom.
Can't say the word God.
And God either, right? No God, no whatever, no forms of the name God in the mikveh. Now, there's different level. What's considered based on
Yaakov, you should really be machmir, not name your children Shalom, because in the overlifnei Eva, if they go to the mikveh.
It could be. But you ask somebody, you're trying to get somebody out of the bathroom, you knock on the door, who's in there? He says, no. So Shalom's one of our family names. So it's there. No, I can't say. It says Yesh Lachman. But he says in the bottom here, he says you should swallow the mem. You should say Shalom, Shalom. It's Shalom. Okay, that's a shtick. That's a shtick. Say Shulam. Okay, maybe.
Why is it that a lot of these halachas farm will throw in at the end, but a year Shemayim is like guilting us into doing something that
Simon, that is the classic Jewish guilt right there. Yes, that is where it comes from, right?
Oh, because if you're not a year Shemayim, you're gonna do it. Like, Amar, it's say Shalom in the bathroom.
I know.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Instead of from a person ask these questions to you. I mean, we all know this halacha. It's not a new halacha that we didn't know.
I'll tell you what they ask. What happens if nowadays, this is a Beis HaMerchatz, right? What are our showers? Our showers don't smell, right? And for the most part, I think they don't smell. Now, the difference is most of our showers are together with a toilet. But in Eretz Yisrael, it's not like that.
So what do they want to do? They want to learn in the bathroom?
They want to think, they want to think and learning in the shower. Believe it, I'm just telling you, this is what people
No, I hear you. I'm saying, they want to think and learning in the shower.
You put out a kedushin from the shower. Yeah.
Right, or not, kedushim not in the Beis Hamikdash, right?
As long as your name is not Sholom, you're good.
That heat. Because it's about heat and it's about undressed. It's both. Right? That's really okay. In the footnote here, he brings it, but it's in the Kitzur, he doesn't go through it. But in the Mishnah Berurah, Shulchan Aruch goes through it. There's really three. It's a Gemara. Really, there's two. There's the inside where everybody's undressed, and then there's the outside where people get dressed. There's three places. The outer room, right, where you just, there's a sink usually to wash your hands. So there's no problem. Then you have the middle room. Which is like most people are dressed there, but you have to get undressed in order to get inside to the, and then you have the room with the mikveh and the showers.
Well, it's like a locker room.
Right? I'll tell you, a common question is, can you listen to Jewish music when you're in the shower? That's a common question.
Why not? Can you sing it?
Why is that a common question?
Depends if you can sing or not.
That's part of the problem.
Everybody sounds like Elvis in their shower,
No, I don't mean that's not the problem, but why would someone think you could listen to psukim or tefillah in the shower?
1 second. Can I put a tape recorder in the shower and play a shir? I'm not in there. But can I do it? What's the issur?
Who's in there then?
Nobody.
You're just playing it for nothing.
Better acoustics.
Yeah, meaning it blasts out of the bathroom and you could hear it better.
You can tell your wife you listen to.
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right, but the push comes to shove. What's the problem? Push comes to shove. What's the issue? It's not. Can you be? Hey, let's go in Yonah de Yoma. Can you? Right, people are asking. They're in quarantine. Whatever. They don't want to hear Megillah. Can they hear Megillah on a tape recorder? That's for sure. Also, nobody matters that.
I've heard Zoom and YouTube are okay.
I'm sure somebody matters.
It's not Zoom and YouTube it's got to be live. It has to be live. I'm
sure somebody matters it.
What, a recording?
Especially nowadays where Corona.
No, I'm
talking about a live recording, like when someone does YouTube live of what's going on in the shul.
No, recording is not allowed. A Ramosha Feinstein says b'shas adchak, you can listen live, and on Zoom, he didn't have Zoom obviously. Zoom or on a phone. B'shas adchak he says it, and it seems like the Chazon Ish also was noita. Reb Shlomo Zalman Aruch tried to convince the Chazon Ish that it's not good, and the Chazon Ish said that Lefi Reb Shlomo Zalman, the way he's describing the way the electricity works, it would not be good. And the Chazon Ish says though, but he's not so sure that that's the way it works. So, okay. Now the Minchas Elazar, I think, right? Eliyahu, he's on there. The Minchas Elazar was pro. I think the Minchas Elazar of all people, who was supposed to be known as a big machmer, was pro. You could be yotze on a thing. Either way, so playing it in the bathroom, it's not. If it's a recording, it's nothing. It's nothing. It may not be right. What?
Ryan Spear can be listening to recording.
No, but that's making you happy and to dance. It's a different. This is whether he's being mighty. You have to have a human being mighty to you. Right. So anyways, so the shiloh is to listen to music in so in a regular bathhouse, you can say more usher. But what about in our bathrooms, which are we have a shiloh anyways, whether our bathrooms are considered a bathroom, and then you're in the shower and you have a shower door, so there's a mechitza. Right? So
therefore you're allowed to think about Torah in that situation?
There are
because maybe these songs are going to come to lead to that.
What? Let's say that. Oh, 1 second.
But you're also not dressed when you're in the shower.
So being not dressed and thinking and learning is okay. Thinking and learning when you're not dressed is okay. But it's a matter of thinking and learning when somebody else is not dressed. When you yourself are not, we're going to see that next week, Bez Hashem.
Unless you're in the bathroom.
Oh, if you're we're not talking about we're talking about a shower or in Eretz Yisrael, right? A lot of places in Eretz Yisrael, the shower room is separate from the bathroom.
So we say it's okay to listen.
So that's not a Beis HaMerchas. There's a lot of Mekila.
It's okay to listen to Jewish music.
I would say in that case it would be mutter to.
Hashem's name is all kinds of.
No, so you shouldn't have Hashem's name. But again, is it usher? It's hard. Yeah. The reason I think some places can say that it's usher if you have music with Hashem's name is because you're going to end up singing along with it, and then you're going to end up saying Hashem's name.
Right. It's like it's a shadow whether you can learn dikduk in such a place.
Right.
So really, it's not a kaddish thing, but you can end up saying, "Oh, right," like the pasuk says, it's going to lead to you saying
How about a swimming pool?
Yeah, that's my problem.
What about a swimming pool? Can you learn talk and learning in a swimming pool? Or people, they're going to sit by the pool and they want to bring a sefer.
Well, remember that.
So if it's an indoor swimming pool and it has
not
that smell, if it has that indoor, heated indoor pool and it has that it's just like what it's just like there's a smell there. There's a smell there, so then that wouldn't be allowed, right? But what about it's a cold pool outdoors, right? So the place can say that's it's mutter. It's mutter.
And a locker room also has a smell.
Yeah, so then on a chanami, if it has a smell, then it's a problem.
Locker room is the other problem. People dressing and undressing there too.
No, but they say nobody's there. Nobody's there.
The poskim say that if you have a separate shower room, then you are allowed to think and learning when you're in that room. Now, how it works with a shower door and a shower curtain, does that make it that it's separated from the bathroom? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you could be makel that way or not, especially, but I think if you use it as a combination, because especially nowadays, our bathrooms may not even have a din of a bathroom, right?
Into the water.
No, it just doesn't smell. Our bathrooms don't smell, right?
Does it into the water?
That's part of it. That's part of it. Fine.
Look at a brand new one that's not even used.
What, a brand new one? It is right. Even it's as long as once you meyachid to the bathroom, then it's a problem. So I mean, push comes to shove. Rabbi Avad Yosef does not allow. He has a tshuva that you're not allowed to play music in the bathroom. But there are makilim, especially if it's not psukim, if it's not going to be Hashem's name, and again not the bathroom, but for the shower, then there's yesh al mi lismach to allow that. Okay, fine, we'll stop here. See you soon.
So someone was true like at our house. These kids at summer camp, they're at our house, right? They can't.
When are these guys going to listen to the Temptations if they're not going to listen to them?
That's a dated reference there, Rabbi.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to, you guys to hear some music,
You should put like Garth Brooks, maybe. I don't know.
Simon, I saw a post from a guy in Ukraine, negative 35 degrees today.
Good. We should go to Ukraine.
So you're 9.
Naftali, go on versus Nias.
Yeah.
I just saw before this year there was a 10-day hockey game in Alberta. They raised money for cancer research. 40 guys switched off on and off. They played 10 days, 24 hours a day in minus 40 degrees.
Oh my God!
You got to read the whole story. It's amazing.
That's like suicide.
They raised $1.5 million for research.
$1.5 million.
Yeah, but that's Canadian dollars. It's like 40 cents.
No, it was real money. It was real money, Simon. It was real money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they drink so much in Ukraine. They got to keep warm somehow.
Exactly.
That's why vodka cheaper than Pepsi. No choice. You guys work today?
Yep.
I hear.
Why, you didn't have work?
Of course, I had this morning.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, we're very close.
So seriously, what is your idea on that video clip?
I was making for the Chaim. I want him to.
The what?